Welcome to the Invisible Reality Show, where we discuss the well-kept secret of loss. I am your host, Cameron Chambly Saunders, and I want to thank you, first and foremost, for coming to listen to my podcast. I created this podcast about a month ago after the loss of my son. With my heart aching and heavy, I searched for support, but found it difficult to connect with people willing to openly talk about loss. Many tiptoed around me and the pain I was going through. Some would say, it will be okay, but what do they really know? They are not the all-seeing God who perfectly planned my life. They do not know what's coming next. So how can they speak so confidently about the future? Sometimes I wonder if they even know why they are saying these things. I've come to believe that people respond to loss differently. When someone close to them experiences something heartbreaking, they often say the first thing that comes to mind. Perhaps out of discomfort, uncertainty, or just the pure desire to help. My peer mentor for postpartum support once asked me, "Why do you think loss isn't talked about?" At first, I didn't have an answer. But with time and reflection, I realized it's because loss is hard. The Bible actually addresses loss and grief more times than most people realize. Grief appears in the Bible about 35 times. The words mourn or mourning appear over 100 times. Weep or weeping shows up around 90 times. Loss, while less frequently mentioned by word, is deeply embedded in many biblical stories such as Job, David, Naomi, and even Jesus weeping for Lazarus. So why, especially in Western culture, do we fast track grief? I don't know, and I won't pretend to. I'm not here to break down the psychology of cultural norms behind that silence, but I do want to break the silence itself. In this podcast, you'll hear me speak about my story and the story of others. We will talk about loss, our grief processes, and what God says about mourning. Because loss should not be a secret. People should feel safe and encouraged to share their testimony. Before I lost my baby in November of 2024, I had no idea how common miscarriages were. Suddenly, women I saw every day were coming forward and sharing their stories and reminding me I wasn't alone. Even family members I thought I knew deeply opened up about losses they had never mentioned before. After my most recent loss of my son Brayston in July 2025, the floodgates opened even more. I began seeking out others who, like me, had live births and then lost their babies shortly after. I wanted to know more, hear more, and walk with those who understood. This podcast is a journey. Through support groups, therapy, mentors, and honest conversations, I will share my story and the story of many others walking the path of grief and healing. To all who have experienced loss, please know you are not alone. God is in the midst, at the very least and at the very most. Everything in between is secondary.